Welcome to Liverpool.
Thank you.
Is this your first time in England?
No, not England, but first time in Liverpool.
Really? Have you heard much about it before you got here?
For sure.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about it in regards to more than the historical aspects.
Right. When you get asked to fight abroad, do you take that into consideration? Like, do you think that would be a cool city to visit, or do you just think like, I'll just fight anywhere?
No, well, a little bit of both. I got into mixed martial arts pretty much because I fell in love with the fighter's journey, the ability to travel and train all over the world, and I've been very lucky to do so. Last fight, it was in Australia. I went a couple weeks beforehand and stayed a couple weeks with the girlfriend and family as well, and got to see half of Australia. And I took a one-way ticket here this time around, and my mom and dad are coming down, watch me kick some ass, and the girlfriend as well, and we're gonna go on a holiday. Basically here, then go to London, then we're gonna take the train out to Paris, Versailles, go to Amsterdam, and then Belgium and Iceland on the way back.
My God, man, you're a travelled man.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I got into it.
I'm jealous. I'm genuinely jealous. So this fight coming up, Trevor Smith. How much do you know about your opponent, and what are you sort of expecting from him?
Yep, he's a wrestler. He's been in the game in quite some time. He has a 5-4 record, but obviously some of the people that he's fought are very high caliber. Whether it's tough champions to Talis Latis and all the way in between. He's a grinder. He's in many ways, a real collegiate wrestler, and he wants to put my ass on the ground. And I got the answer to say no means no.
You said off camera before we got here that you've done this 18 times now.
Yep.
At this point, is it about what you can do to them, or are you quite cerebral and you sort of look at what they're going to do and try and game plan around that?
Definitely best of both worlds. I got to be cognitive of what they're doing, but I think if you take into account my very awkward style, in the fact that I don't really have a set rhythm, it kind of shows in the sense that everyone has a plan until they actually fight me. And in many ways, fighting is an aggressive dance, and whoever leads wins. And lucky for me, I'm a phenomenal dancer.
So, with a win on Sunday, where do you see that? Are you just at this point just trying to gain momentum, get up those rankings, or are you looking for a spectacular win? Or
definitely a spectacular win. Obviously, with Vitor Belfort leaving, I went right back into the top 15. So now, there are people that I definitely want to, have on my radar. I don't want to look past the opponent in front of me, because if you're too busy looking too forward, there's a fight on Sunday that I gotta prepare for. So, I'm gonna do me, and gonna get my hand raised, and then from there, looking to definitely climb the rankings.
Right. So do you have an opponent in mind that you might be maybe referencing after the fight?
Someone that just beat Vitor Belfort, that my coach got prepared for, is Lyoto Machida. It'd be a true honor to fight him. I kind of jokingly fancy myself the poor man's Machida. So in many ways, I'd love to show that, I am the future.
That's pretty awesome. Last topic, and I'm sure you've spoken to death about this, but you were a ring boy for gender equality. Something I found pretty impressive. Could you just take us a little bit behind that decision? I know you've spoken about it, but just for the context.
Sure. No, that's part of the game. Of course I love talking about it. There's two different components, obviously, in regards to self-promotion. It's a huge way to kind of, make myself different, in the sense that there's 500 fighters on the roster, and I'm the first and only ring boy of the UFC. And obviously for Invicta, which is a female MMA organization, and in many ways I'm trying to start a conversation as well, and the idea that in the true pursuit of equality, the answer is more, not less. And what that has to do with is specifically, whether it's blogs or conversations that have been where they say that ring card girls sexualize women and that you should take away the job. And I think that's actually taking away a platform from a woman. You can look at someone like Brittany Palmer or someone like Ariel Celeste, the OGs, and kind of show what they've been able to do in regards to their platform. Brittany Palmer specifically, used her platform to showcase herself as, an artist. And I don't think taking it away is the answer. Again, in the true pursuit of equality, the answer is more, not less. And obviously there's a huge opportunity with Invicta. They've been at the forefront in regards to female MMA, and now they're at the forefront of this. And I own the trademark. So there's a lot of fun stuff that I plan on doing, including a calendar, Ring Boys of MMA, and you know, who wouldn't love to not only see myself, but you know, someone like Derrick Lewis as Mr. July, because big is beautiful in MMA.
That's very true. More, not less. So, one thing I heard after you did the Invictus show, which is so. I never noticed it from the women itself, but some people said maybe you were taking the spotlight away from the fighters themselves. Did you hear that criticism? And if so, what did you think about it? 'Cause
I think the first time I can understand that, in the sense that it was such a novelty. And now that I've done my second Invictus show and plan to do my third one July 21st for Invicta 30, you know, I'm becoming more and more part of the team. I'm not looking to distract or subtract. I'm looking to add to a great night of female fights.
I think that's very good. Thank you very much for your time.
No, my pleasure.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.